In this video, you'll learn who should be the one creating a website. So if you're here watching this series in its entirety, you have to understand that you should be creating a website if and only if you're following or if you're falling into one of the criteria which I'm talking about. If you're not, it's a better advice from me that do not go through with this series. However, if you do fall into the criteria which I'm going to talk about, you should definitely create a website. So without further ado, let's get into the topic. Welcome to the Binary IQ. If you're not already subscribed, do subscribe and watch this series in its entirety from start to finish. Now, there will be some topics which will seem like beginner friendly. However, there will be tips and tricks somewhere down the videos which will help you immensely. So again, I urge you to watch all the videos in a sequence. So let's get on with who should be the one creating a website. To understand that, you should understand that who needs a website. Now, in my opinion, I have broken down this entire category into two parts, that you should be one who has something to sell, or you should be the one who has something to tell. So if you have something to sell to the world or sell to some people, or you have something to tell to the world or tell to people around you, you should most definitely have a website. What do I mean by you have something to sell? Now, something to sell falls into two criteria. So if you have tangible products and intangible products. A tangible product basically means anything you can touch and feel. So if you're a seller of a pen, of a football, of a cap, of a hammer, of a bottle, of a mobile, of an earphone, of a mic, of plants, and anything you can possibly imagine, if you are a seller of these tangible products, you must have a website. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you must probably have heard about Amazon. Amazon is the biggest player in this criteria, selling tangible products all around the world. Jeff Bezos is currently the world's richest man. All in all, if you have a tangible product or you sell tangible products, a website is a must for you. The second criteria is if you sell intangible products. Now, by intangible products, I mean something like ebooks, something which you cannot touch and feel directly, but which is useful in your day-to-day life, in your professional life. So it could be something like an ebook. It could be something like an online course you take or an online course you give rather. So if you're an online course creator or an ebook writer, this is a must for you. If you're a seller of a software, creator of a software, a website is most definitely needed for you. And even if you're a consultant selling services, consultancy services, a website is a must for you. So all in all, if you fall into any of these criterias, take my word, just get a website for yourself. And I hope you are here because of one of these reasons. Now, this is everything about people who have something to sell. Now, you could be a person who has something to sell, but you don't know what are the advantages of a website. So let me take you through the advantages slowly. First, we'll talk about the features. The most important feature for a person who has something to sell is that your website becomes your salesperson. So no longer do you have to hire a salesperson talking about your products. A website does that for you. A website helps you sell your products online. You can collect payments online. You can create systems by which you can collect debit card payments, credit card payments, PayPal payments, Stripe payments, and so on and so forth. It gives you an easy access. No more walking into shops, swiping the cards. The machine doesn't work. You go to the next shop, get the machine, and various nuances related to that. If you have something to sell, create a payment gateway, set up some systems, and you are done. Next, just like a salesperson, your website provides every information about your product. So you could be having a tangible product, thereby you'll have some images associated with it, some specs associated with it. And simultaneously, if you have an intangible product like an ebook, you have some excerpt written about it, some feedback, and so on. So every information which you have about your product, which you would have rather told the person in person, you could have that written on your web page under the product description, and it's good to go. No more going through the process of teaching your salesperson to tell everyone about everything every time. You do it once, the website does the work on behalf of you. A website also helps the user or the visitor provide information about your business. So you don't have to tell everyone about yourself over and over again. A person who would visit the website would ultimately want to find out about your business. And this is the exact location where you tell people about who is the owner, what is the business all about, what is the team, who comprise of the team, what are their qualifications, what do they do, what is the uniqueness of your business, what is the great idea that you have brought into this world. And a website lets you do that all the time, continuously, 24/7, without repeating the process. So you do it once, you provide the information once, you write the copy once, and the website does that over and over and over again for you. A website is a great place to provide your contact information. And this is a reason why most of people want to use a website in the first place. We live in a world of Google where everything is sought for on Google. Everything which you will be searching for would be probably on Google. So if you hear a name about a new business or a new venture coming up, the first thing you do is get their information online. Once you find the website you want, and if you want to contact them, the best way is to go to their website and contact them. So you can easily provide your phone number there, your email, even your location at times. You can provide your chat handles. And if you do not want to do any of that, you can just simply provide a contact form where people can reach out to you and you respond to them on your own terms. Now, setting everything up is a bit of a hassle at the beginning, but once you do it, it's a one-time process. No more doing it over and over again. And that is the best thing about a website. Finally, if you want your users to go to some other resources like your social media accounts, like the articles you have written, like some news about you, something about the timings of your shop openings and closings, and anything you can think of in particular which associates with your business, which has anything to do about selling, you can do right on the website. Let's walk on to the advantages. Now, the features I told you are advantages in itself, but these advantages are hidden advantages, which are not direct but indirect. Having a website, again, as I said, in the world of Google, having a website gives you authority. It gives people a sense that you belong in the space. You belong in the top of the top, that have a website, that have everything written about them in clear words. They can see your product, they can see your images, they can see the specs, they can see the team, they can see the owner, they can get the information, they can get the contacts, and everything is out there on Google. And if you do it correctly, it helps to attract more people to your website and thereby increases sales. It also gives you a sense of authenticity. Now, authority is different, authenticity is different. People are usually very doubtful about who they buy from. That fear has, however, been taken away by Amazon to a large extent. Now people are very easy when it comes to buying online. But again, there needs to be a sense of authenticity. A person will buy from you if they know that you're authentic. And this is where having a great website comes into picture. So if you have a properly designed website with all the links and all the payment gateways and all the copy and all the pictures and everything done precisely, a user would be easier to sell. So you can sell your products easily without doing anything in a way. All you do, all the work you put in once, and rest is taken care by this sense of authenticity. You can set up automated systems. Now this again is an indirect advantage of a website. So you can send up follow-up emails. You can provide them payment links right on their mails. You can set up ads that easily automate the system of selling. No more running after web visitors. All you do is set up some systems, set up some conditions, and your ads can follow them around. Your emails can follow them around. And if they are a suitable fit, they will end up buying. Of course, the website is all about analytics. It gives you in-depth analytics about who your visitors are, who the buyers are. And you can use this analytics to sell what sells. So if you are a tangible product seller, it reduces warehouse cost by a huge margin. You need to sell what sells. You get the data from the analytics and start selling what people are buying. No need of keeping the stock of everything around. If the cap sells a lot, keep a lot of caps. If the pen sells a lot, keep the pens a lot. The same goes with intangible products. So if you're developing a software and that part of the software or that feature of the software is working very properly, as you see on your website through certain mechanisms, you can work on that specific feature without worrying about the extra complementary things you're going to provide, which ultimately boosts sales and helps you focus. Again, the analytics help you target customers. Just like I said in a few points earlier, you can use ads and lookalike audience, target the customers specifically. There is no more need to rely on third parties. So although this comes with increased work, but you don't have to sell your products on a third party website. So you don't have to link yourself with Amazon, which takes a great share of the profit, but you can keep all the profit for yourself. That comes with a lot of work, of course, but website creation process is not that difficult, and that you'll find out in this entire series. If you pay attention to this entire series, I'll walk you through everything which helps you create your own website so that you don't have to rely on third parties, and hence you can increase margins and profits. Finally, you have complete flexibility and control about where you show your product, how you show your product, what are the sales prices, what are the discounts, and everything is under your control because the website ultimately is under your control. So this is everything about people who have something to sell. Now let's talk a bit about people who have something to tell. Now these come into two criteria. The first is people who have blogs. So blogs are basically websites where people write about certain topics, certain products, certain services. So they talk about a specific topic and people find that blog to learn about that information they're rather providing. And the second is businesses that don't particularly sell online, but need to represent themselves online. Again, the advantages are similar of the authenticity and the authority, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. So the features which come with it are more or less similar to what they come with when someone has something to sell. So this gives you a great platform to provide information about your business. So you can provide information about your team, about the writers, about the owners, about the uniqueness of the information you're providing, about the uniqueness of your own business if you're a business provider. You can provide insights into how you write the blog, why you write the blog, and everything thereof. You provide the information itself. So it's not only about providing the information about your business and information about what you write, but the information itself. So the blog articles are residing on your website. The content which you share resides on the website. All the news associated with your business resides online on your website. And this helps your business indirectly. So if you're a blog, the best way you earn money is by promoting products or selling your products. Ultimately, if you're selling your products, you fall into the first category and then you need the website anyways. If you fall into the second category where you are just telling, a blog usually earns money by promoting other products. And if you provide a great place for information, people will come to your site, feel that you're authentic, and ultimately buy what you promote. Thereby, you get some commission out of it. For businesses which don't have something to sell, like say heavy machinery businesses, they cannot sell their heavy machinery online, although they can, but that is not feasible. In that cases, a website provides a great way of telling people about the business, telling people about the specs of the products. So you don't necessarily buy from the website, but you get all the information you need from the website so that you can go walk over to them and buy from them. And this is where the contact information comes into picture. So you can provide the contact information just like we provided contact information for people who have something to sell. You can provide contact information like your phone, email, location, chat handles, contact forms, etc. This provides people the way to reach you. So if you're a writer, people may reach out to you for promotions of their own products. If you're a business, people can reach out for buying those products or buying those services which they cannot directly buy from the website itself. Ultimately, it helps you connect with whatever you're trying to achieve. It can be a great place for you to link to other resources like your social media, again, like other articles which you want to link, other news items, and so on. Now, this again comes with added advantages, like you get the authority in the market. So it is again easier to attract more people because people find you authoritative. Once you start writing and people link to your website, start coming in, and you have a beautiful website, you have a fully functional website, you have all the information that people need, it's easier to attract more people that way. Again, it gives them a sense of authenticity and it becomes easier for you to promote your products. If you're a blog, you're promoting someone else's product. If you are a business owner, you are promoting your products, not directly selling them through website, but giving them the sense of authenticity that they can come to you and buy that product or buy that service, whichever you are offering. Again, it gives you a great set of analytics so that you can understand your audience, and depending upon that, you can act. Also, you don't have to rely on third parties, like you no longer have to share on blogger.com and so on. You have your own website, you have increased control. You no longer have to create posts and post it on Facebook where everything is handled by Facebook. This is going to be your website. It will give you an increased control. However, there will be limited audience, but that you can increase by other options like SEO and ads and so on. Don't worry about certain words which you don't find yourself comfortable with. I'll talk about every key concept about creating a website in this entire series. So by the end of this entire series, I'm hopeful that you will be able to create any kind of website for anyone. That's a bold attempt, but let's see how it goes. Finally, yet again, you have complete flexibility and control over the content you want to display. So no more abiding by the principles of Facebook to post. You have your own principles, you have your own rules on your website. So these are the two categories in which if you lie, you should most definitely have a website. However, there is one more category which I will want to talk about. That is if you are a website creator. So if you work for them, if you work for these people who have something to sell and have something to tell, you most definitely need a website. So what I mean by people who work for them. So these are people who create websites for others. So if you're a website creator, you can easily target less savvy people or businesses which don't know much about creating businesses. And you can help those businesses grow by providing them a website. You can in fact do some agreements with them so that you can have a recurring income in the form of displaying ads for them, doing their social media marketing and so on. So it gives you a great way of attaching yourself with businesses. And the revenues are great if the businesses are chosen wisely. And the revenues are very less if the businesses are not chosen wisely. So do not go around creating websites for your friends and family. You won't get anything out of it. Start with businesses in your local areas. Start with local vendors. Help them grow and grow along with them. Once you start growing, and you have to scale, you can easily scale the business of website creation by hiring more employees, teaching them about this website creation, and thereby attracting more businesses into creating websites. Finally, if you lie in any of these three areas, so if you have a product to sell, be it a tangible product or an intangible product, or you have something to tell about your business or tell people about anything else, for example, a blog. If you fall into these criteria, or you fall into criteria where you work for these people or you help them create a website, only and only in these three cases carry on along with creation of a website. There is no point learning website creation for anything else. I'll leave aside the usual curiosity which people have. If you are really going into it, or you're really going to follow along with me in this course, be sure that you fall into any of these three criteria. And if you do, this course is going to be epic. You will be learning so much that you'll be able to create almost any website you can dream of. So I hope that really helped. And if it did, do subscribe so that you don't miss our upcoming videos. This is an entire series which is going on. And again, I would recommend that you watch it in a sequence. There will be some parts which will not be that technical, but they will come with certain insights of their own. I do a lot of research into making these videos, and I'm hopeful that you learn from them. So thank you for watching, and let's see you on the next video.